A migrant police officer from a resort town in Maine has been arrested by ICE, the agency accusing this man of overstaying his visa and trying to illegally buy a gun for work. John Evans is a Jamaican citizen, did enter the U.S. legally back in September of 2023. He was supposed to leave in October, but never boarded his flight. Fast forward, ICE arresting him last Friday. Now the Old Orchard Beach chief of police says Evans submitted multiple forms of identification and even passed Homeland Security's E-Verify program, giving him the green light to join the department. In a statement following Evans' arrest, the chief said, quote, that we are distressed and deeply concerned about this apparent error on the part of the federal government. ICE is hitting back at the department, saying the fact that they would hire an illegal alien and unlawfully issue him a firearm would be comical if it weren't so tragic. Michael Wilds is with us, managing partner at leading immigration law firm of Wilds and Weinberg PC and the immigration attorney for Melania Trump and her family. He's also the author of Safe Haven in America. Welcome back, Michael. What's your read on this case? I mean, it seems as though, you know, you got to start with the facts. I mean, was he here illegally? Did he get a firearm illegally? Let's begin there.
So the facts are very simple. Gentleman comes in as a visitor and falls out of step with his status. He then probably marries an American citizen, files for a green card, and gets a work authorization. The work authorization is legitimate. So when the Maine Police Department applies to verify through the E-Verify system the legitimacy of the work authorization, it comes back perfect. The problem is that the gentleman doesn't quite have his green card. He's here in what is considered to be a deferred action status. This underscores, Marni, that the Maine legislature would allow a person to become a police officer in this suspended kind of status is really foolhardy. The truth is, once he gets the green card, nobody would have an objection to his being a police officer. And this is a breakdown in communications, albeit everything done legitimately. And I want you to know that we file hundreds of marriage cases for people who literally overstay in the United States, and they're here under color of law during that period of time. This really shows how ICE has to not only go after bad guys or some people that stepped out of line with badges, guns, and handcuffs, but also needs to dedicate time to educate legislators so that when they make laws and they onboard people with accents or with backgrounds, that they do it in a smart way. It is not a smart look to have somebody who overstayed a visa carry a gun and walk a beat. Although the state legislature in Maine may have meant well, it is a poor look.
So the deferred action status, Michael, I'm curious how many people find themselves in that gray area and how long they typically stay in it. What's that process look like?
Well, you're not going to be pleased with the answer. It's probably millions. And I'll tell you why. There are about 2 million pending asylum applications. All those individuals came in as visitors. They applied for political asylum. They get work authorizations, and they're suspended into animation. And I teach business immigration law at the Cardozo Law School. The truth is that a work authorization is not a status. It is merely the authority to work. So we have to understand that as we onboard people in the United States, and it's a huge part of our workforce, and they are police officers, judges, and a lot of people in positions of trust, we have to treat these individuals with dignity, and we have to educate legislators so that when they onboard people, they don't just go through the paperwork and the machinations, but they understand the nobility of both immigration and public service.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.